I hate my boyfriend's dog so much I may leave him over it. I'm going to sound like the crazy girlfriend that's competing with her boyfriend's dog, and that alone pisses me off. I effing hate my boyfriend's basset hound, and for no fault of her own. When we first met, he bragged about how he was basically paid to take this basset hound from an elderly couple, and that she's registered and has papers. Well, when helping him move, he found the papers, so I took a gander at them. Yeah, she's registered all right, to effing Petland. And honestly, I knew from the beginning she wasn't a schmancy fancy standard basset. She has a nervous excited pee problem, so she pisses effing everywhere. I'm talking, he has to let her outside when guests arrive so she can piss all over their feet when they're in the driveway, instead of pissing all over their feet when they're inside the house. You scold her for doing something bad and she pisses the floor, and she's a mischievous little shite. That's what happens when you get a ridiculously intelligent dog breed, then give them nothing to stay entertained, so you're always catching her doing things, so she's always pissing the floor. She also tucks her tail when she does this, so I shite you not. She flicks her piss all over you cause she's literally pissing on her own wagging tail. I have had her piss flicked onto my face on more than one occasion. Sometimes she even rolls around in her own piss to expose her belly, despite how she literally rolls around in her piss. God, how many times can I say piss? She has probably not had a bath in the entirety of 2023. She smells so bad, from piss and that god-awful hound scent that smells worse than normal dog smell. Her size is deceiving. Yes, her stomach may literally drag on the ground because she's so short, but she's still a 70-pound dog that eats twice as much as my 45-pound border collie. She eats 2 cups of kibble per meal. She's a effing giant bloodhound with the legs of a corgi. He has never trained her to not jump on people. In fact, he encourages it because he loves getting hugs from his baby. So you've got this 70-pound dog jumping all over you with her piss-soaked paws. She's nearly knocked me over and has scratched the F out of my stomach so many times, I have to refrain from kicking her in the stomach when she does it. Cue Peggy Hill talking about Hank's unhealthy attachment to Ladybird. This dog does not shut up. She whines constantly. Not petting her? Whines, not talking to her? Whines, not looking at her? Whines, not doing all three at once? I wish I was being dramatic, but she will genuinely whine about it. Sometimes he insists that she sleeps between us under the covers. Okay, I didn't want to cuddle you anyways. For once I would love to experience some intimacy with my boyfriend without his dog also somehow involved. I wish I could tell you how many times she has disrupted our lovemaking by pissing the floor. I thought I was being dramatic, but after the 3rd time it happened I started to believe that this might not be all in my head, but she will lose her shite when I'm about to finish. I mean hysterical whining or just straight up pissing in the floor next to the bed when I'm about to reach the tipping point. Do you know how many times I've got pulled out of my headspace because his dang dog is screaming and he's yelling at the dog to shut up? Or the sound of her pissing? I got new carpet installed a couple years ago. My dog never pees or poops inside. My boyfriend moved in a couple months ago and the entire carpet has been pissed on at some point already. And I'll be damned if I train his dog that he has owned longer than we've been in a relationship. It doesn't matter anyways when he actively ignores the advice I give him. I can't train a dog myself. Everyone in the dog's life needs to train her. I finally get her to keep all 4 paws on the ground when taking a treat, then he just lets her literally leap 4 inches off the ground to get treats from him. I'm over it, and I'm tired of being with someone who makes me wish their dog would die sooner rather than later.